DC, like I said, they control these characters, and we went through a period where DC was like, we've got plans for Deathstroke that don't involve Arrow.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
That changed at the end of this year, because I basically, we knew we were going to Leanne Yu, and we had to see Slade Wilson, so I went to DC and I said, listen, I know you guys have plans for him, and that's all cool, but you got to give us this one, because we can't go to Leanne Yu and not see Slade Wilson. And as part of those conversations, we also were like, and he'll need to be in the season premiere of season 6, because that ties into our plans, and it would be really great if we could tell really a Slade Wilson centric story. We've never really truly done that, so we're doing a cool 2-parter, episodes 5 and 6 this year, where the flashbacks will be from Slade's perspective, and it's very much...
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Justice League and Arrow Season 6. Strangely enough, these two do have a correlation. So you would have heard in the clip before some of Kleider and Mark Guggenheim talking about how they can use Deathstroke in the Arrow TV show when Deathstroke is big in the DC Extended Universe. And it was quite an interesting interview. I will leave the link down below if you want to watch the whole interview. So Deathstroke is in full swing in the DC Extended Universe, and it does affect how they can use Deathstroke character Slade Wilson in the Arrowverse. Obviously in the Arrowverse it's played by Manu Bennett, and the DC Extended Universe, Joe Manganiello is the Deathstroke of the DCU, although we've only seen the test footage. If you remember, a year ago Ben Affleck leaked some test footage of someone in the Deathstroke suit, so it's very interesting. So it basically went over how they managed to use him during the season finale, the last 2 episodes of Arrow Season 5, and how they're going to use him in the premiere of Season 6, and obviously the 2-part special. So it does make a lot of sense of why they're allowed to use Deathstroke in the kind of DC TV, because I don't think he's going to be used in the DC Extended Universe at the moment. So obviously originally it was planned that Deathstroke was going to have a cameo in the Justice League movie to help Lex Luthor break out of Arkham Asylum, supposedly, rumoredly. Then obviously all the kind of Zack Snyder planned reshoots with Joss Whedon, and then it appears that Deathstroke won't actually be in the Justice League movie. And I actually think it does make a lot of sense, because obviously the movie's come out in November. If Matt Reeves doesn't intend to use Deathstroke in the first solo Batman movie, then it doesn't really make much sense of Deathstroke appearing unless he's going to turn up in something like Suicide Squad 2 or the Joker and Harley Quinn movie. But when Joe Manganiello was asked about whether he knows if Deathstroke is appearing in the Batman movie, he said yes, but I'm not allowed to say anything, which is kind of interesting. So I do believe that Joe Manganiello, who I believe was in True Blood, will be Deathstroke, and I can't wait to see him as Deathstroke, as he is such an awesome character. So we've got some more details on the 2-part Deathstroke-centric episode that they've been building up since Oliver Queen told Slade Wilson he would help him find his son when he gave him the USB stick in the penultimate episode, the episode before the finale, when he went down into the bunker and he's like, "Finally, kid, you're here." So Joe Wilson has been casted to appear in Arrow for at least the 2-part special, like when we get the kind of flashbacks from Slade Wilson's point of view. I mean, it doesn't actually say how long he's going to be in the episode for, so I don't know if he's actually going to be in it post kind of the Slade Wilson storyline, because obviously they are limited to how they can use the Deathstroke character, but I don't think they're limited to how they can use this character. So the kind of description they release says this: following in his father's footsteps, and joins up with the secret military organization ASIS. Joe's story picks up on Arrows, with Liam Hall's character fighting to survive in a Kazakhstan prison under the aliases Kane Wolfman, which is kind of interesting because that's basically an Easter egg at his mother, Elena Kane. So we don't know at this point, is Slade Wilson's girlfriend, who potentially became his wife, is she going to turn up? It would be quite interesting if that was the case. So that is quite interesting. But it's not the first time that Kazakhstan has actually appeared in the Arrowverse. We did see it in season 3. They called it the Republic of Kazakhstan, when it was part of the Suicide Squad Task Force X storyline, where they went in to rescue the United States Senator. So we have seen that place before, so it's probably going to be some kind of case of a rescue mission, kind of rescue him. But there is some kind of continuity issues, because a lot of people on like Reddit and stuff are presuming that this kid will be age 15 to 16, or I don't know, between 15 and 20. But if you look how old the actor is, I think he's around 25. So I don't think it has any correlation to Grant Wilson, who was on Legends Tomorrow 2056 or 46, Star City 2046. The episode where we got like Old Man Oliver Queen, I don't think it's got any correlation to that. And I think it would be quite interesting is, are they going to turn this character, Kane Wolfman, into Jericho? Because obviously we don't really know much about Slade Wilson's history, his backstory. It's going to be very interesting to find out how they're going to play this. I'm really looking forward to Deathstroke's introduction to his son. At least it'll be the first time that we've seen him, being a viewer watching the show for over 5 years. It's going to be very interesting to see someone else's sibling of a version of Deathstroke, because obviously he was trained by the military. Here it says the secret military organization, but at the same time, if he was 15, 16, that's not old enough, I don't believe, to be in the military. So he's going to be like trained by a similar organization that I presume trained Slade Wilson in the Arrow TV show, because obviously the Arrow TV show does not follow the comic books spot on. So it's going to be really interesting, guys. So let me know in the comment box down below, guys. What do you think is going on with Deathstroke in the DCEU? Do you think he's going to have a small cameo in the Justice League movie? We know he was supposed to have a small cameo in the Justice League movie to obviously build up a storyline with Ben Affleck Batman in what is now Matt Reeves is currently the director of the Batman movie. And obviously there was big controversy when they said it wasn't going to be part of DCEU, but that was obviously, of course it's going to be part of DCEU. It will just be the case like Wonder Woman. It's not going to have direct correlation to what goes on in the DCEU moving forward. It's just a standalone movie that's set by itself. It's not defined by anything else that's going on in DCEU. I mean, quite frankly, I can understand why Matt Reeves apparently wants to kind of find his own villain, but I really think that the Joe Manganiello, I really think they should use him as a Deathstroke character in the first Batman movie, as Deathstroke is my favorite villain of all time in the DC universe, in the MCU universe. He's my favorite comic book villain. He's such a cool villain, and I can't wait to see him inside the DC extended universe. So guys, let me know, will he be in Justice League movie, or would he appear in, I don't know, Suicide Squad 2 or something like that? Do you think this kind of bringing in Slade Wilson's son storyline is going to be quite cool? I think it will be really interesting, because like I said, we've not seen this side of Slade Wilson. We've only seen what they want you to see. We're going to see flashbacks. We're going to see everything from Slade Wilson's point of view, which is something as a massive kind of Arrow fan that we haven't actually seen before. Anyway, guys, I do Justice League videos, Flash, Arrow, anything to do with comic books, basically. So if you want to join the Team Warstu, hit that notification button down below. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch ya later.